Boys and girls, it's lesson 26, and we're going to be reading The Dot today in our Unit 6 California Journeys first grade book. And before we do that, I have news for you. This is Art Week. We're going to be talking about the visual arts and how arts help us learn things. And right now, we're going to look at this piece of art. You think that's pretty? Look at all those different colors. What do you see? I see some blues and purples. Well, those are purples. I see orange. And I see all these curvy lines. This started out as a blank sheet of paper. There was nothing on it, and the artist painted all these squiggly lines on there. And we have art that we have done this year. So many different kinds. So let's have a look at some of the kinds that we have done. I have a little slideshow for you. So at the beginning of the year, you guys drew me yourself being a firefighter with your crayons. And then you made some collages of forests using different colored construction paper. And then during Easter time, you just colored some pictures. Some of you used markers. Some of you used crayons. Maybe others of you used your pencils. You were all being artists. You made them more beautiful. You also colored some parakeets. More coloring, more coloring, more coloring. Oh, and then we made some cat collages using newsprint. And you decorated them your own way to make them extra special. You guys have made all kinds of art. Look at these beauties. Oh my goodness. Look at those brilliant suns. You did a fantastic job, and each kid is their own unique artist. We did some art around leprechauns on near St. Patrick's Day, and everyone has their different take on leprechauns. You made your potato men and your potato women. And then just today, well, on the day that I'm filming this, we were making our spring trees. This is the only one I have back so far, and it's gorgeous. I want to show you a poster I just picked up of somebody who is really good at art. This is called, I think, Melina's Friends. And I just love this picture. Look how many colors the artist used to paint it with. I think it's gorgeous, and I bought myself a poster because it was my birthday this week. Okay, in the story we're reading today, we're going to be learning about a girl who made a dot and how that inspired her to make a lot of different kinds of dots. And the dot you're seeing is a dot that this artist is creating. The dot's going to end up being like where nothing is colored in. She has like a little piece of paper, a round circle paper, and she's going to take it off, and there's going to be a dot there. With your new watercolors in your Unit 6 bag, with your new watercolors, you can make the concentric circles that you see. You see that thing that looks like a target on there? I don't have an arrow pointer, but you can make that using your watercolors. Okay, and so now we're going to go back to the dot. All right, and I'm going to read it for you. And just so you know, this story is realistic fiction. It really could happen because the characters act just like real people, and the things that happen really could happen. So I'm going to read it for you now. The dot. Oh, look at her. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Look at it. It's blank. She's having a bad attitude. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm. she said. Very funny, said Vashti. I just can't draw. Oh, so all the other kids drew something, but she didn't because she thinks she can't. Her teacher smiled. Just make a mark and see where it takes you. Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. There! Oh my goodness. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, Now sign it. Vashti thought for a moment. Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. There's her dot. I can make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting. Lots of little dots in many colors. Man, look at how big that is. That paper's gigantic. So is that dot. So is that brush. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. She's just painting all around, isn't she? And this negative space is the dot. What's going on here? Is this an art show? There's like a sculpture there and all different colors. That one has many colors. They're arranged in different ways. There's huge ones and small ones. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw, he said. I bet you can, said Vashti. Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. Show me. The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle. And then she said, Sign it. Oh, so I can see some similarities between those two. She didn't want to try to draw, but then her teacher told her to make a mark, and so she marked and she tried. And then she became this great artist of dots. And he doesn't want to try drawing, but she made him draw that squiggle. And I wonder, do you remember this? Maybe he was the one that made this beautiful painting of squiggles. Maybe. So we're going to do the questions next. It says, how does Vashti's art teacher help her? So Vashti's teacher helps her by, let's see, she made her do some work. You know, she told her to make a mark. So she made her do some work. So that's how she helped her. And then she was so proud of her dot that she framed it. And when she framed it, it encouraged Vashti to make more dots. So that's how her teacher helped her, making her do her work, making her start. So let's see what the next question is. How are Vashti's paintings alike, and how are they different? Well, I remember that all of her paintings are dots. See them? All of her paintings are dots, but some of them are big, like this one, and this one, and that one. Some of them are small. Some of them are different colors. So that's how they're different. And next question is, how are Vashti and the little boy alike? Oh, we already talked about that. Vashti and the little boy are alike because both of them didn't want to try. Where is that little boy? Both of them didn't want to try, but both of them did try. They both thought they couldn't draw, but they both tried. They both made marks. And so maybe now they're both going to be artists. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you learned something from it. I think this is going to be a fun art week. You have lots of projects to do that are in your weekly packet. And you have clay in your packet and watercolors. You have construction paper. You have just like white paper. We're going to have a lot of fun doing art this week. Bye-bye.